First 2 points of any set, then the players will serve 3 from there on in.
Well played by Pat Cash. That is where he feels most comfortable having great.
As you see, it was another close one.
Good from here. Cash giving it a wicked eye as if to say, I thought that was wide. 2-1 Lendl. Lendl.
That was a $2,800 rally point, that time won by Lendl. Best line of the...
That was a nice, no question about that. Yes, the most expensive rally point we had either Friday or Saturday.
Oh, look at that. This is a replay, of course, of the Wimbledon final won by Pat Cash.
Well, the bounce certainly isn't the same.
9-12, Cash leads. Missed the record overhead, but Lendl couldn't do anything with it.
Didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Well played. Pat Cash looks very comfortable at the net. He's picking his spots very for almost an entire season because of back problems.
$5,000 point. 6,000. And Cash wins another long point. That was a $6,400 rally point. I think he's tight. He knows what's at stake in the stakes match. 1 point all, second set. Having said that, Arthur, I will say that I've seen it 100 times. He's in late December. It was long.
It looked long from here.
Cash didn't like the call, but it was clearly long.
Yes, it was long. No question, and certainly not long enough for the umpire to overrule.
3 points to 1 now for Lendl.
Well, Cash certainly doesn't want to get rattled himself. He's playing so well right now.
It's interesting that while Lendl leads 3 points to 1 in the set, Cash is ahead when it comes to rally points because of the double fault from Lendl that cost him $4,000.
And when that happens, everything is affected, even your serve. What a play. Change of pace. Pat Cash slid that backhand down the line. He got a midcourt ball from...
$7,000 on this point. 8,000. Over 9,000. Over 10. That was the highest money point of this championship so far, nearly $11,000. Lendl cash is down 4,400.
That was a gosh, in case you couldn't understand it. And just made for somebody like Jimmy Connors, because I would like to see that.
Terrific. It's long, very good moving throw from both players.
That's a bit more like vintage Ivan Lendl. Well played, closed in very well. Sliced that backhand volley away. 13-11. Thinking about that missed backhand volley that would have possibly put him today in the final.
$14-12 now for Pat Cash, and he will serve 3. Arthur, let's remind our viewers that John McEnroe, as Lendl gets a ball abuse $500 fine, will go to cystic fibrosis in this case. When they talked to McEnroe about fines here, he said, I don't mind, at least I know where it's going to, and it's a good cause, but Lendl's obviously not going to be happy with it. Let's get back to McEnroe. So, yeah, only one of the possible variables, most unlikely. So. Terrific.
Ooh. There you saw one of the best forehands in the game.
14-13 Cash. First to 21 points, wins the set. 15-30 now.
Not sure what Lendl was complaining about that time, whether it was a let or...
Do we play let today, by the way?
Let.
Yes, if I hear let.
We continue playing the point or we repeat?
Only if we hear let.
Oh, I see.
Well,
let me know when you hear something.
Jay Snyder's in the chair and they're having a conversation with Lendl.
It's typical of Lendl, though. When he gets a little hot, he starts to complain about little things, and that's just his way of letting off steam. No harm done. None at all.
He uses that sarcasm, that irony, I think, that a lot of people mistake, really, for being very dour and unattractive. And honestly, Cash is still ahead by 2. Lendl serving 14-16. Perfect conditions for playing tennis. The lights are on, of course. 16-17 with Cash serving. He trails.
Yes. And that may just be enough for Lendl to...
Service points coming up. Now he's just 2 away. Yeah.
That's wide. Lendl sensed that it was going wide, didn't even bother to turn around and run back to the end of the court. Cash was complaining about a ball back here, but there was no question that ball was good.
It was a lot closer than what Lendl thought it was going to be. Not more than 6 inches wide and a perfect lob. $4,000 point. Over 7,000.
Whoa, and that was a weak forehand from Ivan Lendl. He was there in plenty of time. He just seemed to quit on it. I don't mean that in the sense of choking.
He'll stay back. Lendl saying to Jay Snyder in the chair, oh, you heard it that time. He was talking about a let call that he clearly heard earlier in the match that Snyder did not call.
A little more steam.
Talking to each other in a friendly way.
Both nervous.
60,000 on this point. $3,000 spectators, that's all it can hold. The place is jammed. Perfect serve from Pat Cash. The return was on the line, and Ivan Lendl has won the second set, and along with it, $60,000. It is 1 set all. Best of 5. Cash to serve. Good court coverage and excellent volley from Cash. He held on well. His total, remember that.
Well, Lendl decides to come to the net, a rarity for him in this match so far, even though he...
Sold third set.
And there was an example, Cliff, of what Pat Cash was talking about 2 days ago about the court surface. He tripped over his right foot going for that forehand volley.
Remember, this set is worth...
Ooh. John McEnroe got one of those yesterday, and Pat Cash today.
Oh, come on!
5-4 Lendl.
Well, obviously, Cash thought the ball was out, but the crowd didn't think that that was a bad call, because if they had, we would have heard something.
From here. He made a good, solid call. He made a good, solid call. Immediately.
Pat Cash is a very charismatic kind of a person. Seems that he made his name in our sport even before he won a major. Of course, he was in the semi-final of Wimbledon and the US Open when he was only a teenager. That'll do it for you right there. But you have to have a little more than that to be as well-liked and as charismatic as he is. And there's just something about the guy.